Hi, I'm Richie Neville from Internal Force Fitness, and welcome to this next video in the greatest exercise routine you've probably never heard of, aka Chinese radio exercises or Chinese public broadcast radio exercises. Now, we've started rattling through them, so you've already done some exercises. You've done the 12:15, the 12:45, the double draw, the windmill, the wizard. On we go. Now, we're going to do some neck exercises next, or some safe neck exercises. Now, my fingers aren't working very well because it's blooming freezing in here. When we think of neck exercises, we tend to think of neck rotations. You know, and where we hear the snap, crackle and the pop and we go, oh, I needed that, because you're popping the air out and things that make you sound like you know what's actually happening to your body. Slow, purposeful movements can be just as good and are just as good. And what we're going to do is these next couple of exercises, we are going to work the neck quite forcefully, but in a good way. So the first one we're going to do is the chicken wing. I quite like the chicken wing. I always did. Yeah. So the chicken wing, what we're going to do here is we're going to lock the body, and that's going to help us work the neck. So from here, we're going to step out to the left. The left fingertips are against the right shoulder. That elbow is there. Don't remember this arm being out. Must have been. I don't think it really has to be. I used to have it down there. Anyway, fingertips go to there. We turn to the left. We turn forward. We turn to the left. We turn forward. We bring it down. We step in. We do the same the other side. To the right, forward, to the right, forward and in. The reason for this fingertips coming here is to lock this shoulder, because if I left that arm down there and I turned my head forcefully, I can drop that shoulder, I can move it backwards, I can move it forwards, I can do all kinds of things to help with the movement. Now, the reason that machines in the gym, some of them can be better than free weights or worse than free weights, is because they are isolating a muscle. And that's where fans of free weights, and I'm a fan of free weights rather than machines, fans of free weights will see you're not using your body fully. You're isolating a muscle, and that wouldn't necessarily happen in real life. It means you're not working all of the different conjoining muscles which would help if you were just using a free weight. But what the machines do, and which can be helpful in certain cases, is they allow you to cheat. They allow you to use more weight because it's fixed. You're not having to balance a weight. All you're doing is moving it. And there's a difference between just moving a weight where the balance is supported and trying to move the weight while you're also trying to balance it. What we're doing by putting the fingertips there is locking this area, which means when I come to turn my neck forwards, to the sides and then forward to the side and then forward, what I'm doing is I'm locking that shoulder in place, which means I'm giving that neck really quite a powerful turn just by doing that. So that's the chicken wing. In the book, I've got that arm out there like that, which I don't remember it being, but I trust previous me, at least in terms of fitness things anyway. So we step out, we turn forwards, in, and then it will go the other way. And you still get the snap, crackle and pop, you know, if that's your vibe, but it's safe. You know, you're not going to get nauseous, you're not going to get dizzy. All you're doing is turning your head, but you are doing so in a way that's giving it the maximum turning. Now, after the chicken wing, we do the monk and the flyby. Now, the monk, basically, we put our hands, feet are shoulder width apart, we put our hands behind our back, we push the hands down and we look down. That's the monk. So that's stretching everything back here, because we're doing like that. The flyby, we're lifting the hands up and we're looking up to the sky. And you're finding out if I've got a bald spot. I don't think I have. So we've got the monk and we've got the flyby, which in essence is a look down and a look up, But by pushing down like that, we're lengthening this as we do this. By looking up, we're shortening this as we do that. In both cases, we're giving ourselves the maximum amount of stretch in both areas. Note, two notes. Your eye should follow an imaginary aeroplane as it appears on the horizon in front of you. That was the flyby. And only go as far as your neck will let you. I'm not sure how you could go further, but yes, only go as far as your neck will let you. Oh, no, here it is. There is nothing to begin by leaning forwards or backwards to get extra distance. So, something like the monk, all you're trying to do is touch your chin to your chest. Doing that isn't stretching your neck, really. And then doing that isn't stretching your neck either. Again, we're trying to lock our bodies in a certain place to allow the thing that we want to work to be worked, in this case, the neck. Right. We're getting through it. Benefits of safe neck exercises. Utilizing your hands allows for a more concentrated stretch of your neck muscles. It will encourage you to keep your torso nice and straight, therefore making sure your neck is also straight, and will minimize the risk of injury. That concludes the neck section of this routine. Left, right, down, and then up. Neck rotations without the dizziness. So, body weight chest exercises. This is one I always liked as well, because I like things that are like other things. So like not boring exercises, they can remind me of something else because I can use my imagination. So this one we're going to do some dry land swimming and then a pull and a pogo. So these two things go together. So dry land swimming first and then pull and pogo, which I think is twice. Yeah, it is. Dry land swimming. Where do I start? When I swim, here we go to the underbody side. Oh yeah. A little bit like the double draw, I suppose. So, get together. We're coming up like this. Dry land swimming. Coming forward and back. Forward and back. This is dry land swimming. You know, I can feel things being pulled and popped across my, my upper chest area here. Forwards, dry land swimming. Now the pull and the pogo, so once you've done your dry land swimming, once you've gone this, bring the knuckles together like that, and then, we've got a better view here, pull and pogo, pull and pogo. You're trying to get your shoulder blades to meet there basically as you bend your knees. 1, 2. So with this one, we're stretching across the front, and then this one, we're really giving that back a going over as well. So that is the dry land swimming and pull and pogo. Benefits of the pull and pogo exercises. Partial knee bends, not going all the way down to a sitting position, are an excellent exercise for lubricating the knee joint and for strengthening the muscles around the knee. So this, that's just a little knee bend. You're telling me you can't do a couple of nice little knee bends? And that is the perfect antidote to where you've been sitting like that all day. Lubricate the knees. All of the joints, in our body want to be used, need to be used, work better when they have been used. Now, any carpenters, electricians, window fitters, tradespeople basically will say, yeah, my knees are knackered because I've used them too much. Exactly. It is possible to use things too much, things wear out. What we're not trying to wear things out, we're trying to gently wake things up. A couple of little knee bends, that's it. This, to really stretch back, stretch across there. That's what we're trying to do. This, swimming. See how my t-shirt moves when I do that? Again, things are moving, we're making things move. The dynamic movement of bringing the elbows back in the pull movement is an excellent exercise for developing the chest. This is a simple variation of the arm fling exercise you will have done at some point, but with the potential for strain reduced. The pull is a good exercise to stretch the muscles of the chest and strengthen the muscles of the upper back. So that is our next little bit. We have done chicken wing, monk, flyby, dry land swimming, and a pull and a pogo. Fun, simple, easy. That's one more little group of exercises out of the way.